Good afternoon, listeners. You are all welcome to this fourth session on how to use the new textbook of mathematics for effective learning among the students. I'm SB Singh from SCRT, and with me is my co-author, Miss Trinity Grace Namchu from Tadong Senior Secondary School, and Mr. Devbrata Biswas from Devrali Senior Secondary School. In our previous three sessions, we have already shared the circumstances under which the new books were written, inclusion of Education for Sustainable Development, and different agencies that supported us throughout this process of content development. We also shared the overall structure in last session on 27th, I think. Structure of the book and the three important aspects that book is consisting of. First part, as we talked that time also, it makes of learning outcomes which a teacher need to know before taking the lessons. Second part, the content. The whole book is almost 90% of that is covering that part. And third is teacher space. Wherever it is required, there are suggestions for teachers for different activities that they can take along to make the things pretty smooth and effective for learning of the children. Beside these structural aspects, we also discussed some of the chapters from class 1 to class 3. Today, in continuation of what is already done in last three sessions for mathematics, we are going to discuss on how to help our children learn the concept of time and calendar and relate it to their immediate life. I invite Miss Trinity Grace Namchu to talk on the concept of time at class 1 level, and then she will be followed by Mr. Biswas for class 2, and then we will be going ahead with that. In the meantime, one request I will make, that please keep noting down your queries and doubts, which can later on be in last 20 minutes. You can always ask. We can be responding to those things. So now to Trinity ma'am.
Thank you, sir. A very good afternoon to all listeners. So today I'm going to talk about a chapter from class 1, chapter 5, When. I will start with its learning outcomes. Arrange familiar events in correct sequence of occurrence. Compare events based on their duration. So these are the learning outcomes that have to be achieved through this lesson. So the topic of this chapter, the name of this chapter is When. I will talk about why we have named this chapter When. This chapter deals with the concept of time, not as in numeric time or clock time, but general periods such as morning, afternoon, night and evening, with relevance to the daily events that happen in children's lives, like waking up in the morning, brushing their teeth, eating food, exercising, helping in household work, going to school, having their midday meals, playing time, studying time, sleeping time, etc. So children learn to differentiate between these activities and relate them to the time during which the action happens. जस्तो उनीहरूले बिहान उठ्छ, त्यहाँदेखि उनीहरू बिहान उठेपछि उनीहरूले ब्रेकफास्ट खान्छ, त्यहाँदेखि उनीहरूले they get ready to go to school, and then they go to school. They have different times to play, have their meals. त्यस्तै प्रकारले नानीहरूले सिक्छ what are the activities that they are doing in different periods of time. They should be able to answer if they are questioned. When do you wake up? Or when do you go to school? The word when is used as a question, which requires them to answer in a time word. Hence, we have chosen this name for this chapter, When. As you will see in the content of this chapter, when we ask them questions starting with when, these are prerequisite for helping in prior learning about time, learning about before and after, learning how to arrange in order, sequencing, etc. But for class 1 students, our goal is simply to get children to arrange events that happen in their lives in order, and also be able to say which event takes longer or shorter. उनीहरूले के गर्छ बिहानदेखि बेलुकासम्म, के गर्छ र कुन चाहिँ अगाडि आउँछ, कुन चाहिँ पछाडी हुन्छ, कुन चाहिँ उनीहरूले अगाडि गर्छ, पछाडी गर्छ, हौ त्यस्तो पाराले उनीहरूले they should be able to arrange the events in order and also be able to say कुन action गर्दाखेरि कुन चाहिँ काम मैले गर्दाखेरि लामो टाइम लाग्छ, लामो समय लाग्छ र कुन चाहिँमा अलिक कम्ती टाइम लाग्छ. We do not expect them to read a clock and tell the clock time. For example, things that they do from morning to night time, and they should also be able to order them as well as भन्नुपर्छ कि which event takes more time to do. They should be able to sequence or order the activities and compare them based on their duration. For example, they wake up in the morning, they sleep at night, they brush their teeth in the morning and then eat breakfast. What they should be able to do is tell which action takes place before and after which. When they are doing that, they are actually sequencing and saying which action takes longer or shorter time to do as compared to the other action. For example, drinking a glass of water or eating a plate of rice, which action takes longer? कुन चाहिँमा उनीहरूलाई बेसी समय लाग्छ है, पानी एक ग्लास पानी पिउनु कि one plate of rice खानु. So when questions lead to the development of mathematical ideas or concepts like time, arranging in order, what comes before and after, etc. So children also understand that there is a daily routine that they follow every day, from the moment they wake up in the morning to going to bed at night. When we ask them about their daily routine, it is very important because it provides them structure and discipline in life. जब उनीहरूले बिहानदेखि बेलुकासम्म उठेर उनीहरूको एक्सन्सहरू गर्छ, they suddenly, when they talk about it through interaction, हामी जब उनीहरूलाई सोध्छ, when they talk about it, they suddenly realize, it strikes on them that they are doing certain things repeatedly. It's happening in a routine, and they also see that when they work in a routine, it helps them discipline themselves in life. अनि उनीहरूले structuring पनि सिक्दैछ. So just for me, my daily routine is like I wake up in the morning, then I say my prayers on my bed itself. Then after that, I drink a glass of water. After that, I brush and wash up. Then I take my pet dogs, Leo and Cotton, and go for a morning walk just around the house. किनभने अहिले lockdown time, we must not be on the road unnecessarily. After that, I eat breakfast and then I sit down for online teaching classes. I eat my lunch in the afternoon and take tea in the evening. Then I play some indoor games like carom or ludo in the evening with my family. And dinner follows, and finally I go to sleep at night. Right? And so this is my daily routine. So asking children about their daily routine also will be a good way to involve them in learning. So this is usually how my day goes by, and I would ask Suraj sir about his daily routine.
It's not much different, ma'am. This is actually in this, as you mentioned, during this lockdown period. Routine more or less same. Morning 5:30 we'll be waking up, and then a little bit coming up with our daily routine activities. Then we'll have a tea. Husband and wife, two of us, we are there. So then little bit I will do exercise and some household activities he'll be doing. Then bath and all this. So this is of course a structured way they will learn what all they have been doing, and if they could express it, I think this is how they are going to pick up the idea. So that's the intention at class 1 level. We are not exactly coming up to those numbers, this many hours or minutes, but yes, they still have got in a structured manner, in a disciplined manner, they will understand that as you talk, the duration longer or shorter, which activity will take longer time, and a sequencing of the events. Morning first, what thing they will be doing, then second, what will be the next activity or the routine life part that they are going. So this is how I think this is how they can come up. They can ask even to the children what all they have been doing, which activity will take more time, which takes short time, coming to school, all that sort of thing. I think that will help them to have that idea of duration, the time.
Yes.
So before we could come up to those very structured, that hours, minutes and second, refined way, they will be having a platform. Yes, this is what we are talking when we are taking help of watch or clock or all these things. So I think this is,
It sets a
it will help
condition,
them.
to
Yes,
learn how to
when
take
they are
time.
narrating all these things, it will help them to understand the idea.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much
Yes,
for
sir.
sharing your routine, sir. So now, I'm going to talk about the pedagogy that is used in this lesson. So as you can see, this is picture pedagogy. You can see lots of pictures and images of daily events that children are familiar with. So I'm not going to mention it to you again and again. It is on page 78 and 79. You can see all the pictures that depict, that show नानीहरुले के गर्छ है बिहान उठेको देखि बेलुका राति सुत्नुसम्म. So we have already mentioned during our earlier session, अगाडिको क्लासमा, the impact, the effect that picture pedagogy has on children. Children really enjoy looking at pictures. They understand more. They draw more by looking at pictures. So apart from that, what is in the textbook? I think teachers should give ample opportunity to children to observe events that are happening around them. For example, they could be asked to observe activities that they do in the morning. बिहान के गर्छ उनीहरूले, फेरि दिउँसो के गर्छ, इभिनिङमा के गर्छ, राति के गर्छ. There are different activities that they do, whether at home or at school. यस्तो पनि हुन्छ, some activities उनीहरूले, they can do it twice, more than once. Just for brushing, they can do it in the morning. They also might be doing it before sleeping. So these are things that उनीहरूले याद गर्नुपर्छ. यस्तो कुराहरू हो. Then they can asking them to observe their own shadow at different time periods of the day. यसबाट पनि they can draw out and say like when it was longer or shorter, at what time of the day. है उनीहरूले त्यो हेरेर भन्नु सक्छ. These are ways of helping them develop their understanding of when and how long it takes.
They can even be asked to observe the way their mother, father and even siblings, how they are spending their time.
Yes.
Mothers especially kitchen ma kati ko kaam garnu hunदैछ, कति लामो time लाग्दैछ, and what all. So this is something that they give them idea of timings, that how long they have been devoting for taking care of all other family members.
Yes, sir. So many things that you can observe. So on page 78, you will see, on page 78, there is a picture of a child feeding a cow. So here, we will see it is a picture of a rural setting. है बस्तीमा नानीले काउलाई पराल खुवाइरहेको छ. अब बस्तीमा बस्ने नानीहरूले त यसमा रिलेट गर्छ and भन्नु सक्छ कि when he or she does the particular activity. तर a child in a town, from a town setting, will be unfamiliar to it. And तर त्यो नानीले चाहिँ will learn the ways of village life, बस्तीको life कस्तो हुन्छ through it, which is also learning environmental science indirectly. So environmental science as well as language is being learnt. Children from the rural areas, अब बस्तीमा बस्ने नानीहरूलाई त they are acquainted with nature and they can talk about their experiences. है अनि उनीहरूले त अब देखिरहेको हुन्छ, जङ्गलहरू, झारहरू, प्लान्ट्सहरू देखिरहेको हुन्छ, एनिमल्सहरू बेसी देखिरहेको हुन्छ. तर children living in towns or urban areas have no real connect with nature. So this is a good time and opportunity to provide to them, to take time to bond with nature by looking around. We see them busy, आफ्नो gadgets लिएर उनीहरू busy भएर बसिरहेको हुन्छ, playing video games, sticking to that mobile, watching TV, and it's a worry for us. So teachers and parents can make use of this lockdown and ask their children to observe nature outside and talk about what they see. For example, हामीले देख्यो भने नि certain flowers bloom at a particular period of time only. है फुलहरू फुल्छ, and then हामीले यो भनेको हैन that they should learn seasons. तर अब त्यो उनीहरूले भन्नु सक्छ कि यो टाइममा यो फुल फुलिरहेको छ भनेर. And sometimes हामीले we also see domestic animals grazing around during the day and they going back at home in the evening. है त्यो पनि गरिरहेको हुन्छ animalsहरूले. We see and hear birds chirping in the morning and flying back to the nests in the evening. है so these things नानीहरूलाई हामीले observe गर्नु लाग्यो. If they do it themselves, है observe what is around them, listen, hear, watch nature, so they might themselves talk about these things. Right? Birds chirp in the morning, they fly back to their nests in the evening. So when we ask children to do such activities, they are developing mathematical concepts of time, sequencing, arranging in order. All those things are happening. But alongside, they are also learning the names of plants and animals, and they are also learning language, which is a really good thing for them. Now we'll move to page 78 and 79. 79 ma मैले अघि I had mentioned, these are full of pictures of daily and familiar events, and they are placed in order from morning to night. And one thing we should keep in mind is your age, this phase in a children's life, in children's age, is high time for them to learn these terms like morning, afternoon, evening and night. अब सिक्नुपर्छ यो टर्म्सहरू. अनि ESD elements जुन चाहिँ हामीले यहाँ एम्बेड गरेको छ यो लेसनमा is true household work, gender bias, health and hygiene, यो सबै एम्बेड भएको छ in this lesson. As for assessment, in the text on page 80 and 81, त्यहाँनिर putting a tick mark activities छ in which children have to tick the activities they do in the morning. Right? त्यहाँनिर there are about 4 activities are shown there, right, through the pictures. And then अर्कोमा they have to tick the activities that they see during the day and what they do in the evening, what they do at night. त्यस्तो छ. And page 80 मा number 1 मा there is a picture of a little boy taking bath. त्यहाँदेखि sleeping, that same boy, exercising and playing. अब यहाँ याद गरे भने question छ, what do you do in the morning? So यहाँ you have to, teacher has to make note that यहाँनिर more than one activity can be ticked, है. So the children has to understand कि morning मा अब कोही नानीहरूले त त्यो एउटा मात्र picture हेरेर can tick it. So there can be more than one activity. This has to be kept in mind. So in question number 2, there are pictures of events that happen during the day. So birds sitting on the tree, people working in a field, moon in the night sky, and a view of a night scene. So similar त्यस्तै exercises page 81 मा पनि छ जहाँ नानीले चाहिँ can tick more than one activity. Pages 82 and 83 have exercises that require them to think more. अब यहाँ अलिकति thinking ज्यादा गर्नु पर्यो and order the actions in sequence of their happening. For example, यहाँ हेर्नुहोस्, in exercise number 5, there are pictures of a chick, a hen, and an egg. है. So 3 pictures छ. अब if a child numbers hen first, है, उसले hen लाई first number गर्यो, then egg, then last the chicken, the child's perspective is correct, उसको view बाट that is correct. But so is the child, त्यो अर्को नानी जोले number गर्छ egg लाई first and then chicken and then hen. That child is also correct,
Yes,
isn't it,
yes,
Bisa
yes.
sir?
Yes.
Okay, so having a discussion like this in the class will be so interesting for the children. They can themselves express why they think that, why did they number the chick first or the egg
Yes,
first. So
definitely.
this is a good exercise. The exercise 6 on page 82 is to tick the action that takes longer or shorter to complete. For example, which action takes longer, drinking a glass of water or eating a plate of rice? यो मैले अघि पनि कुरा गरेँ. Washing a heap of clothes or washing a few dishes. Question 7 has pictures of a boy walking up a hill and a picture of a boy walking down a hill. अब which takes shorter time, है, कुन चाहिँमा time कम्ती लाग्छ. Similarly, अर्को छ filling a jug of water or filling a bucket of water, which takes shorter time. So a child, नानीले जब जसले बुझेको छ the concept of when and how long it takes will very comfortably be able to do these exercises. So another way of assessing their understanding, I suggest, can be done by using lots of images and flashcards. नक्साहरू देखाउनुहोस्. They can be asked when do you do this? Do you do this in the morning or evening? अब त्यो event को नक्साहरू देखाइसकेपछि spread pictures on the surface of a table. Ask them to arrange them in order to events. So this activity can be done individually or in a group, and it will guarantee it will be very fun for the children as well as for the teacher. But you make sure that the pictures are clear, colorful, and vivid. So यस्तै प्रकारले I gather that this is how learning outcomes of this chapter has been achieved through the content. What do you think,
definitely.
sir?
Yes, Trinity, I saw that whatever you have said till now, so nicely the learning outcomes has been covered and the children will learn, because we will be giving more opportunities for the children to explore on their own, isn't it? So, good afternoon, listeners. What Trinity has said, I think by now all of you have seen what we have done in class 1. Now we are starting with class 2. In class 2, we have taken a chapter 11 from class 2 book, page number 134, calendars and more. First of all, I want to say the LOs, learning outcomes of class 2, sequence the events occurring according to their duration in terms of hours/days. For example, does the child remain in school for longer than at home? And the next is identifying days of the week, months of the year, and seasons. So these are the LOs, these are the 2 LOs, and when I will take you through the lesson, you will see that mostly the LOs have been covered. So firstly, we start with page number 134. So whatever Trinity has said earlier, Trinity ma'am has said that about when, because we didn't say it about clock or nothing about numeric time. So in class 2 also we start from there And we start with giving some revision exercises about concept of time related to daily activities. As you can see, they have to tick out that walking from one room to another or walking from home to school. So they will just think. This is just a thinking exercise. They will think and find out which is longer. So after all, what is there done in class 1? So I believe that students can do these things. They have to tick it out. So this is a revision exercise. Similar other activities are also there, like washing hands or taking a bath, which is taking more time. So they have to feel the duration. Then growing rice, then or making tea, or ant crossing a road, or dog crossing a road. And as you can see, all these activities are there from their daily life. We have taken those contexts where they feel it, where they get it in their daily life. In the next page, page number 135, we have just given a calendar. As you can see, our calendar is there, Almanac for 2019, page number 135. Here also, our intention was, we didn't say that this is a calendar or something like that. Let them see and find out. Now, since lockdown period is going on, so we cannot do it just like a class, because in classes generally what we used to, have you seen it? Children, have you seen this thing earlier? Or whether this thing is there in our class, can you find it somewhere in the class? But since it is a lockdown period, we can, suppose if we are teaching through online mode or through phone call, we can ask them that have they got their calendars in their home or something like that. And we can also make them explore that how many months are there in a year, because we are just introducing the calendar. And what are the events in this almanac which has been given in book. There the events are not mentioned, but they can see their own calendars, because many calendars they will find out in their life. So this is all are there in page number 135. So here we just wanted to bring the introduction of calendar. Then we come to page number 136 and 137. So here the days of the week has been introduced. Days of the week has been introduced, and here you can see some questions are there, that which is the first day of the week, and then based on that they will be doing some questions, isn't it? And similarly in page number 137 also there are they will just they will learn the ordering of the days of the week, just like we have got the concept of yesterday, today and tomorrow. So they will do, and here and every time what we want, because this we are dealing with very small children, class 1, 2, 3. So they will just discuss with their peers, they will discuss with us teachers, because we should be just beside them, and they should be in a position where they can speak out openly. They have many ideas, many concepts in their mind. They will ask us frequently, and we should be able to help them as per necessity. Now we come to page number 138. In 138 they can see a class timetable. Now already they have the class timetable. So now here the work is to observe the timetable. And while observing the timetable, because as I said earlier also, main thing what we want with the children is let them explore on their own. So here also look at the timetable from 2018 and fill in the table. So we have given a sample one, library period is on Wednesday. So they will find out maths period are there, maths class is there on which days, or our maths is there in every day, isn't it? So maybe they will be exploring the timetable for the first time and discussing, and sometimes they may feel happy also. See, maths is on every day, but library is only on Wednesday. So similar things we want to get them explored. Next we come to page number 139, where we have introduced the months of the year. Months of the year, and because already they have seen these months in the calendar, isn't it? By now they have seen these months in the calendar. Then we have given a simple exercise, which month comes next, isn't it? They will just know and they will find it out. And at the same time, what we want, when we come to page number 140 and 141, we have given lot of questions where what we want at this phase, at this stage, that they will be very much interested, because by now they have heard the days of the week, the months, isn't it? And they have seen the calendar. So this type of questions they will be interested to do on their own. And if If they can do on their own, we can feel that whatever our intention, our LO will be more or less going in the same pattern, isn't it? That means they can do. And there are opportunities, as you can see in page number 141. There is a teacher note also that many of the questions here have multiple correct answers. As you can see in question number 4 and 5, page number 140, that dash and dash have same number of days as January. So here they can either write March or May or March and July, because by now when they will see the calendar, we will make them explore how many days are there in a particular month, or which are the months they have same number of days, something like that, isn't it? So there are opportunities for multiple correct answers, and different questions are there, and they will just think it over, and if they cannot, so again we have to go back and just make them explore, because some students may not be doing at the same pace like others. So here we will be there guiding them, helping them in all possible situations. Then we come to page number 142, where there are introduction of the seasons. Now in these seasons you can see there are 5 seasons. Now here I want to mention that the pictures here given in this book are a little small, but what we can do as a teacher, we can make them bigger pictures, bigger images, because what we want in the children's mind to have a permanent image. So we can make bigger images in chart papers and show them, and so they can easily understand which are the season. And we can start the discussion with what is the current season, like that, and so afterwards they can go to the other seasons. And as you can see in question number 20, there is a question: list the fruits and vegetables available during different seasons in our place. So what do you think, Trinity? Can they will be to do this thing? Because if we can just discuss that this is the summer season going on,
yes.
so they can jot down the fruits and vegetables. So they can.
Yes, sir.
Can they do? Isn't
Yes,
it?
I think so.
So they will be finding out the fruits and vegetables during the other seasons. Similarly, next we have done write the names of festivals that you and your friends celebrate in page number 143. So gradually we are going, and I believe that by now they will be very much, because as soon they will heard of festivals, they will be very much eager. They are small children. They love to enjoy festivals, because they know at that time during such festivals there will be all people will come in their houses, isn't it? So like that, so they can mention their own festivals, and will encourage everybody to speak out. So which are the festivals they like? Maybe somebody likes particular festival, on the other hand the other students can like other festival. It depends, isn't it? And these festivals are in which month? So they will jot it down, and whenever and wherever necessary, we will be always helping them to guide them, because our main intention, as everybody is saying in our group for the last few classes also, we are saying we will be not teaching them, we will be just helping them, and we will be giving them simple inputs. From there they will build on. And in the end, we have given also some opportunities for creative opportunities, like create a poster of a special event that happens during your favorite season, because children love painting, so we should encourage them, because through paintings and drawings they can explore themselves. So in this way we have done through class 2, and as you see that mostly we have covered the LOs of class 2 also. Now I will request my friend SB Singh sir, who will carry on with class 3.
Okay, thank you, Biswas sir. And once again, listeners, I'll be talking on time concept at class 3 level, and I hope you all have got the books with you, or at least e-books, which is already provided through different groups. They are there with you. So the pages that we can refer at class 3 level, if you have got the e-books, then it is starting at 166 page number and onwards, whereas if it is hard copy you do have, then 168 page it will start. So before exactly I could talk about all the illustrations, the aspects, the concepts that we will be dealing with, let me say what the learning outcomes, you just can check it. Just in continuation of what already is done at class 1 and 2 level, there we have talked about different situations, activities, their sequencing, what comes first, what comes later, and a duration roughly which takes longer time or less time. Here we are trying to become more specific, where any activity in terms of number it could be explained, it could be assigned number to different activities, durations, or even sequencing. The learning outcomes here, they are that the child identifies a particular day and date on a calendar, and read the time correctly to the hour using a clock watch. To time correctly to the hour. We are not going much in detail in seconds and minutes, that is not very important here. So roughly we will be confining, we will be limiting our all discussion to the hours. So if you go page wise, you just can see the first page. And here one more thing I will say before I proceed, I go ahead with all the content given in the book, that in these books, as even past we have discussed, you might have seen it, illustrations, they are very good. They are sufficient enough to take the things, the concept to the children. Activities, stories, they are very nicely, they are displayed here. And especially for this chapter, time, clock and calendar, we don't have anything suggested in teacher's page. So it is not a must that for everything you will have some suggestive or supporting activities prescribed for you in the teacher's page. So for time, clock and calendar, all these things, teacher's page you don't have much, but yes, you always have got the liberty to see the things, to connect all these ideas to your experiences, to your environment and to the life of the children. So with these words, if you go page wise, here this introduction of the clock in the form of a very nicely built up story it is given, illustration is there, and it talks about birthday of a child, it's Rubina, and all events, the way Trinity ma'am and Biswas sir has talked in sequencing, it is all displayed here, illustrated here. But this time the activities, they are connected, they are related, linked to a specific time. And you will agree that the child by this time, by this age, by the time they reach to class 3, they are somewhere about 7 to 8 years. And it is not there that they are not familiar with the reading of clocks or watch. They are already, majority of them will have some idea of these things. So you just have to confirm their experiences through these pictures and give the things in a bit more structured manner, in a more organized manner. So if you see different events in first two pages, 66 and 67, 166 and 167, or that hard copy, it is 68 and 69 of course. So this whole story is having different illustration of different activities throughout the day a child go across, and it is linked to a specific time. If we see one by one, the child wakes up at 6 o'clock. So along with the illustration of the child is wake up in the bed, there is a picture of a clock also. You can see that it has got two hands are there, duita kata chhe, eta shano chhe, eta thulo chhe. So all these things you just can explain them that they are the two hands which determine the time. So 6 o'clock, we talk about it, that she wakes up at 6, and simultaneously we can show it on the clock without elaborating much, without talking in details. Just let them see the picture and let them relate the things. Yes, when I wake up at 6, this is how the position of hands on the clock will be there. And then we will proceed further, that by the time the child finishes her activities, daily routine activities, time is 7, and then child is supposed to go to the school. That's what they do, they understand. So by the time it is 8, the child is supposed to reach to the school. So they are the different activities which we already have discussed in terms of sequencing, that this is what I do first, this is second, and third I have to reach the school, study there, then lunch time is there, I am getting back from the school to house, then play and all those things. But this time, as once again I will repeat, all these events, they are linked to some numbers through these clocks. So they can observe these things, they can read these clocks. Okay, I have to reach to the school at the time of 8 o'clock. And what are the positions of those hands? Kaata ko position kahan hai? Shano hand, shano kaata 8 mein hai, and the bigger one is at 12. So this is how they have to see that when it is 8 o'clock, this should be the position of. And once again I will say, the child, they are not completely blank. Majority of them, many of them, they are already familiar with the clocks and watch. But still, to see that they understand all these things in a structured manner, and they specifically could connect different activities to the timing, specific times, they can be exposed all these things. And there are different events at the school, what all she experiences during lunchtime. She has got her birthday on that day, all celebrations. So these events and elaborations, they make the whole story a interesting part, something that they could relate to, something that they could learn through. So this is how this story goes on, and the child is given the chance to link different timings to the numbers on the clock, 12 o'clock and all these things. So once they are familiar to all these things, once they are clear about this part, they have gone through the story, they are connecting the timings to different events, now it's the time that we could assess them, we could ask them some questions. So here if you go to page 168, so one clock is there and there are some questions are there, some blank clocks are there without having minute or hour hand. So here we can ask some question or activities rather, we can get them involved to. How many hands does it have? So that clearly is visible. They I hope they should be able to respond to these questions, and they can easily say that there are sir duita madam duita काँटाहरु छ, एउटा सानो छ एउटा ठुलो छ. That sort of observations they will be coming up for. So gradually we can help them to express all these things. Are the two hands same? So of course they easily can see, and we have kept even illustration very nicely. They have made that difference very clear, that one hand is short comparatively to the other one. Which hand moves faster and what does it show? So this is something again they need to observe for a bit longer time, and it may be done that while you are just entering into the class, if you do have a clock there, they can be asked what is the position of different hands, and once the class is over, then you can see how the hands they are moving, and then they easily will see that shorter hand is moving slow. It hardly moves by half the space between two numbers written here, whereas the जो ठुलो काँटा छ वहाँ निकै almost half the circle it will revolve. If it is 30 minutes period, then they will see that हाम्रो क्लास को टाइम में ये काँटा अलरेडी आधा सर्कल जस्तो रिभल्भ गरिसकेको छ. So they will understand that bigger hand, the longer hand, it moves fast, whereas the smaller hand it moves slower, and gradually it can be then connected to the hours and minutes positions. Draw the hands in the clock given below to show. So where they are asked to get into these activities, let us keep in mind that we will be having the complete hour timings, 8, 7, 6 o'clock, 5 o'clock, like that. To begin with, let them start keeping the minute hand at 12 and just make them move on this minute this hour hand. So these activities. So once they are through this, then again, as I say and repeat it once again, that already a lot of the exposure is already there. They are familiar with the different situations. They are familiar with the different sort of watches. They may be digital watches where only numbers are displayed, or where they can see that two hands, as we have seen up in the picture, they are displayed in that form. So we are having a picture of a wristwatch which has got the numbers displayed on the screen, and time is just displayed through these numbers. Have you seen a clock on a wristwatch? So that we always can get the questions. We can invite their responses on that thing, and you will get variety of responses from them, and they will understand. They will make a difference over there that दुईटा type को घडीहरु, क्लॉकहरु, wristwatchहरु हुन सक्छ. They are there. एउटामा नम्बर मात्रै डिस्प्ले हुन्छ, एउटामा नम्बर्स र काँटा छ. Does someone in your family use a wristwatch? So that sort of question, just to understand whether they really have gone through all these things, they have seen it, they are familiar. That sort of questions we can ask them, and in this course of discussion, activities, talk, conversation with the children, we can always just talk about the name of two different type of clocks or watch. That the one where this only numbers are displayed, their numbers are flashing, that is called digital clock or digital watch, and the another one which has got two hands, minute and hour hand, or longer or smaller hand, that shorter hand, they are analog watches. So name, just don't emphasize much, don't expect that you will remember all the time, but we can always refer that these two type of clocks and these things are there. Here a teacher note is also there. So it's not every time that you have to go to teacher's page in the third part of the book, as I discussed in the last session. At some places these teachers note, they are given on the immediately after the concept is over. So here a note is there for teachers, get a working clock for children to observe. Show the children a working digital clock watch as it is shown up there, and draw their attention to the day and date. This is another thing. If they have really good observation, you can ask them, beside the number flashing the time, what other thing you can see in the digital watch or digital clock. So as it is there that most of the time days and dates also will be displayed on that, so that can be children, they can respond for it. Then different activities once again, and here the blank clocks are there where they are supposed to put a right mark on that in the terms of shorthand and longer hand. So I think this is how we can go along. Then we can come to the calendar. Calendar also class 2 level. Biswas sir, he already discussed, but here we are becoming a bit more specific in nature, that in a calendar for a month, here some spaces, blank spaces are there, just to make them understand that along with the days how the different dates they progress, कसरी डेट बढ्दै जान्छ दिनको साथ साथमा. सो यहाँ कतिपय डेट्सहरू लेखेको छ, कतिपय ब्ल्याङ्क छ, so you can always involve the children in filling up these blank spaces and can ask them to write all these things. So they will understand how the calendar grows. And then for 2019 a calendar is there, different holidays they are marked red and other days they are there. And one more important thing, I'll just going faster so that you could have some time for asking questions. This is another important, very interesting thing is being added here. It is all about their the festivals that they celebrate. So there also they can connect it to the different seasons. They can again sequence them with what comes first, what comes later, because they have been celebrating it, so they know about it. So different dates are also there, and they are just asked to rearrange them in a proper sequence, in a proper order. If you see in the blue part here, and this is page number 173 in the this ebook and 175 in the hard copy. So 175 page you can see the dates and different events or festivals are given. The Dasai is there, 19th October, Losang 8th December, Maghe Sakranti, and all that sort of festivals that they go across, they celebrate, they are given and on different dates. So here only thing that you have to ask them to place them in a sequential manner, what comes first and what comes second. And one more important aspect that this is as in class 1, that longer duration and smaller duration, whether they really do have those observations. Certain events they may take months to be completed with, some others days will be required, and some other events that can be finished done in hours. So that estimation, that understanding, that has to be there, and to make that sure you can refer page number 177. And last thing that I will say here, it is about this birth certificate. So that not only help them to understand exact the difference between two different dates, but also make them aware of different parts of a birth certificate. Name is there, then the registration date is there, date of birth is there, and even registration date and date of birth, they may be different. Usually by the time they are given the certification, it will be after a few months. So that period also they can see that after how many months the child's birth was registered. And one interesting thing, one interesting activity for the children is one blank birth certificate is there, because here one specific that is specimen copy of birth certificate is there. If you could get this copy for a child, Xerox or something like that, you can provide a copy to each child and can ask them to make these entries filled up here. The town they born in and the center, different center, PHC, they can get these information from their birth certificate. So I think this is all that I could talk about. So I think this is where we can end.
Thank you, sir.